You know what you did. You know. You know what you did.
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airwaves on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our dear friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, musicians, and other creatives. And if you need a place to be hosted in this wacky world of bizarre social media, where you just want to have your links findable and be a part of a community that is the right kind of crazy, may I recommend the Independent Creator Directory. Now, if you're looking for someone to help you, and you have a project, maybe you're a writer and you need an editor or a proofreader or a flatter or somebody to do music for your ads or things like that, you can find all of it there. Follow this link. And if you join right now, you can use Podcast One to get half off. I'm not supposed to tell you that, but, while Joe technically can stop me, in that I understand that he has... that was part of why he was happy to fold us into his network. Don't think I don't know it was, an undermined power play by the mighty Joe Bachman. I don't know why he started wearing a single, shiny metal glove and petting a cat going, "Next time, gadget." But, whatever floats his boat. Anyway, we are also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others, as well as all my awesome, incredible, big, stompy robot stuff. Guys, this right here is going to be the highlight of StompCon. That'll be happening September 7th in the lovely town of Fowler, Indiana, where we will be running independent games. I have people coming out. We are working on acquiring and confirming game-related vendors. It's going to be a great time. It's free to the public. Tables are going for the usual rate of $50 because I have room for about 10 vendors, counting myself, and that gives me enough to cover all my site fees. And I only want to make $500 as a baseline so that I can afford to start the next convention in the cycle. Anything extra everybody makes, I want you guys to prosper. This is about serving the community. This is about serving a small town precisely in the middle of two rather impressive metropoli. Anyway, so if you like gaming and you don't want exceptionally expensive books with, painfully precise miniatures, filling out SAT forms to track damage, and you just want to blow some stuff up, once again, Big Stompy Robots. There are also several novels in the Big Stompy Robots universe, with more coming as soon as I wrap up Paints and Hellfire 2. Which leads me nicely, pleasantly, nicely, gently into my accountability, which brings us to that. Yesterday was actually a bit of a blur. I had a meeting yesterday that was supposed to be rather brief, but was delightfully long, with our own Don Dulas. And Don Dulas will be on Friday's show. And the reason we had a meeting was that she thought I was having her on to help promote the Independent Creator Directory. That and StompCon. I thought I was having her on to promote her upcoming show and to get more details. Because she's going to start doing her own fill-in show, and I'm very proud of her. We had some wires crossed, and then we had a sprawling philosophical and political discussion that was delightful. Did you know you can have actual discussions with people who may not agree with you, where everyone is civil and respectful and both parties can learn from the others? It's shocking, I know. But a few moments later, didn't get much writing done yesterday. I did actually get the StompCon logo, which that's what I was forgetting to upload. So I will try to get that overlay up momentarily. If I do it, they're about the same size. So let's do this one, and we'll see if I can get that one to upload. It should not take terribly long. We'll be talking more and more about StompCon as we go. I also want to put a huge shout out to the great folks at the Gary Shakespeare Company. You have some more opportunities to see them. You haven't missed them all, because I was at the July 27th event. So the next one appears to be the August 1st in Gary, which is great. Go out and watch the show. I'm not sponsored or kickbacked. Honestly, it was one of the most fun, most authentic Shakespeare experiences I've had, basically, in the many times I've watched it. So I love the Gary Shakespeare Company. I am proud that have the Historical Fencing Guild open up for at least one of their programs. And great times. Now, I just got a message, which is yet something weird about there may be thunderstorms in my area. I have cats. I am aware of that. Please stop. One fun thing to know is if you order something from Target, apparently they will let you know when it's out for delivery like 15 times before it gets there. So I'm excited about that. Now, that being said, I want to get into the comments so I can get into the art today. And let me check one thing so I can see. Yes, it's up! StompCon! Check that logo out, baby! I'm proud. StompCon! Crush your enemies beneath your feet. I need that again. Hit me. StompCon! I also need to make a new chair logo. But, I will do. I will do that on the next commercial, probably, Joseph. So, actually, let me do that. Since Joe's asking for something, and I want to get to your comments because your comments are more interesting than mine, and it's Wednesday, I'm going to be blabbering and doing art till I'm done. Let's run that. And I got to talk about my friends over at Indie CD. So, see you in a minute and a half. Yes. Now, let's hit the chat up so that when I can blast my way through this and I can get to doing art because I'm in the mood. First through the door at 9:14 is Joe Buckman. Good morning and happy hump day, folks. Good morning. For people who will be wondering, by the way, it's highly likely that Alec won't be in the chat or won't be in the chat till later. They have a doctor's appointment. And there will be a Burning is Love tonight, possibly a Burning is Yarn if the wife is feeling up to it. I'm not going. Wow. I caught myself because I dyslexiated the wording on that, and I almost put the verb description ahead of the wife in my head, and that just went other places. Good morning, all. I'll be finishing the jellyfish tonight on The Burning is Love, and then either going to mini mushrooms or starting a cardigan if I have time. Well, Trelena, it's a nice day for a light sweater. It's a nice day for a cardigan. Is that the second time I've made that joke today? Yes. Am I ashamed? No. Good morning, Carl. And Trey is doing greetings and accountability, sitting in the cat chair because Charcoal took my chair while I was up cleaning the desk. Delightful. And aw. And we are going to a Muncie event in Terre Haute this afternoon. Fun in the hot sun. And Trey, our weather girl Trey, says it's overcast this way with the breeze is cool, so maybe you'll luck out with the weather. If we are late, we might access The Burning is Love and Yarn. Saying it as The Burning is Love and Yarn entangles it a bit in ways that could be almost problematic. Good morning, Trey and Carl. Have fun at the week event, Carl. And I am setting up to conjure Donna and Dawn. Trey is providing free coffee and almonds. The level of green rooming that went through my mind is terrible. I will try to behave. Because I know you haven't. I know what you did. Okay, so I'll set up for the Burning is Yarn tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on Indie CD, Twitch, and Kick, along with Don's YouTube and Mags' YouTube. Rock on. Joe, I appreciate the lo-fi on Discord and listened to a lot of it this morning. Blessed is lo-fi. I love lo-fi. Let me explain. we're going mobile. If you look in the corner, it's a little hard to see because she has a big light flash behind her. But next to Wash, on the side opposite of the listen beanbag of doom, is my little U2's figure of the Lo-Fi girl. Lo-Fi is the best fi. Except for Wi-Fi. I love Wi-Fi. Anyway, glad you enjoyed it. Morning. Here comes the dawn, shooby-dooby. Here comes the dawn. It's all right now, 'cause she's bringing her fashionable felines. Man, that almost had that Chi-Chi's baby back ribs kind of energy. And I'm here for both Cece's or Chi-Chi's baby back ribs. I'm in the mood. I packed Mandy a lunch today, and she missed that I did it. So it looks like I am having burritos for lunch. Anyway. Trey was listening yesterday as I was gaming. Very soothing. Ooh, and what kind of gaming was Trey doing? Morning. I guess I know where I'll be tonight. Yes. Some lo-fi music reminds me of a program I listened to on the radio in the 90s. A lot of it has that vibe. And we're back. Dawn's back again. Anyway, Thesis is greeting everyone. Hello, Thesis. And everyone's greeting Thesis. And greetings. Yes, you know me too well. My nose itches. Hold on. Yes, the music is much appreciated. I was listening while editing my new music video last night, early this morning. Rock on. Grant is getting here early. Glad to hear it. Woo. Woot. And it's boomy and rainy today. Probably a good day to take it easy for prep tonight. I'm actually hoping to get through my art so that I can do some things that desperately need done at high to moderate speeds. So I'm motivated. And Morning and Grant and Angie brought me some s'mores coffee, which I'm going to tear up. I'm right there with you because Mandy, whom I love, was having a rough night a while back, and I got her peanut butter fluff. Not peanut butter fluff. That's what she makes. She makes fluffernutters. The sandwiches, you bunch of raging heathens. Anyway, marshmallow fluff. Now, the jar is empty. And anyone who's had marshmallow fluff knows that the empty jar is completely coated with marshmallow fluff. So after I'm done with this, if I can get some work done and I can be good, I'm going to treat myself by making some kind of coffee cocoa concoction and putting it in the actual jar of the marshmallow fluff, putting lid on, going, and it's going to be delicious. I'm just gonna taste the biscuit. Anyway, so rock on with your bad self, Grat. And Grat is greeting everyone, and that sounds tasty. You bet it is. Oh, I'm sorry. You're lucky, Dawn. I love thunderstorms. Hey, Grat. Sorry I missed your show on Monday, Dawn. It happens, and greetings to Blade. I love storms too. My body, not so much. Yes, indeed. There is agony. We didn't have a show, so Ted and I spent some time together. Sorry I missed yours. Oh. No, Ted's awesome people. Ted deserves far more love than the world gives him, and I am going to continually hammer it. Hey, Monday. I thought you were on Nevermind the Furthermore Monday. No, that will be Friday. It's the one where I have a big cartoon picture of Dawn as the thumbnail. And Trey, every time I see the Haruhi, I'm like, okay, Trey is in her Haruhi mode. I really think that, some of us should have switching icons so people can tell what kind of mode they're operating in. Personally, I'm waiting for her to come back to full Yuko from Holic mode, at which point I will delight in her becoming the hand of karma, or just nudging people towards its loving embrace. There's the gal with the hugest monitor. It died. Hey, everybody. Yes, because Donna's here. I've been informed that Donna no longer is in charge of maintaining the mojo in the dojo. Indeed, she's been sabotaging all attempts to retain the mojo and let it loose upon the app. Kind of like Chernobog in Fantasia, but with better nails. Anyway, bonus points if you know who I'm talking about. Aha, Donna's seeing people life-size now. My goal is to get Mandy a TV where when we plug in the N64, hush, it's still a valid system. And we put on StarCraft, yes, StarCraft 64, still a valid game. The Zerglings will be the size of a fist. That is like the ultimate television goal. Or better. Morning, Donna. Yepers. Like that's Friday, right? Don will be on Friday's show, so you didn't miss it. Oh, I'm done. Well, I have to work Friday, so I will miss that as well. That's why replays exist, sir. Yeah, I will be on Friday. Sorry. Buddy Cuddle Time had me distracted. Always a rerun. Yep. I was in the middle of typing that. I know I can always watch the rerun, but I like live shows. I feel live shows are better. Well, because you get interactivity. I agree. Fresh content. Although my content is always fresh. Yo Holmes to Bel Air. Anyway, accountability, new video coming. Just waiting for YouTube to finish uploading in about an hour and 10 minutes. I have a whole bunch of videos that I need to post. Thank you for the reminder. But they are caught in upload limbo. So I will have to do shenanigans. Woot! Says Trey. Great. Got more I want to get recorded before my vacation ends. Well, technically 2. If I count my new summer ad, which hopefully will get filmed tomorrow morning. Trey saying 1 minute warning. Foxy skids in the last moment. Oh my. I bet that's a sight to see. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Yep, I tried to promote a lot of people far better than myself on this channel, so help me get the word out for all of them. And LOL morning. But I read that as low. Lo do I see the morning and the noon and the afternoon after it. Go, now I need to watch 13th Warrior again. Oh my. Typing with Calvin in my arm. Oh. About green room before the show even officially started. Foxy lady. Bow, bow, bow. Pixar, it didn't happen. Will you guys quit trying to get Foxy to recreate that scene that Tom Cruise did sliding in his socks? Morning, Grant. That's a record, Trey. Congrats. Yep, I'm psionically linked to a few people. And Foxy, hey. I don't know how Nick knew about the Wednesday hump day joke I muttered, but he is parent. All righty then. I know it can happen. I was there. Good morning and happy hump day, everyone. Hello, Chris, and we will break for the squee that is probably echoing its way towards you as we click. Hey, Chris, Yoshi is visiting me. Hi, Chris. Hey, we're $20 away from Beowulf's first stretch goal, and with the aforementioned squee. Chris Walker had 7 likes. We can do better than that. We're down to 10. That's okay. bit.ly/Beowulf trade. Had to wander off because I just saw 3+ OSHA violations. But StompCon! Hold on. StompCon! I did not plan that, but I have it where it lays exactly over the chat line, and I am rather pleased with that. Anyway. Where are we? Oh, wait. She's on her way. So, you know, when Joe invited Trey to work with him a long time ago, he did so in a very elaborate, and it was a beautiful thing. He put on his little top hat, took out his cane, put on the purple long overcoat, and said, Come with me, and you'll see a world of OSHA violations. And he has been true to his word. I just had to look to make sure I did my like already. Thank you. Oh, I look forward to hearing what those violations were later. StompCon bonus points if you get the station reference. Chair. Did he just say chair? Have fun in Terre Haute rhymes with boat. Charcoal put the sleep whammy on me, but I woke up when Nick said, "Good morning, Carl." You are welcome. My dulcet tones in the morning are a gift to the masses. To get off your chairs. And it's about time to run an ad, so I'm going to randomize it. And Chris Walker, got to get moving. Accountability, going to get windshield repaired, get gas, and a few errands before work. Getting it done. Thanks, Dawn, my babies. Dainty and dapper felines they are, Dawn, not to mention fashionable. Sounds like you've been a busy day, Chris. He does, and little Mrs. Freakout mode from the storms this morning. She finally came back upstairs, but she's slinking around. And Alec, hello, good sir. Done with therapy? Hi. Hope you are doing better. Hey, Alec. Morning, Alec. Morning, Alec. I did that yesterday. Morning, Alec. Greetings. Morning, Alec. Yes, Foxy, it's been a busy day. Busy week, actually, but it's not over yet. FarleyCon. The only place that FarleyCon could be held is in a van down by the river. Hi, Alec. Oh, no. Yes, FarleyCon is a real thing. Okay, forgive my parody. Is this weekend at Camp Jordan Arena in East Ridge, next to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Pardon me, boys, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? 11 now. Good job, people. We do agree, and Joe has been hopping since. Yep. There's only one problem with Foxy sliding around the room in her... yeah, you're right. Boink. Oh, yeah. Plotting has occurred. If Nitsu saves guard, that Nitsu will capture 3 domesticated gobos, turn them into... Then name them. They'll be named Gorb, Yerb, and Gerbil. Nitzel and Garb and Goebbels. Oh. Kiddo, I love you like you're one of my own, but I can't be held accountable for triggering my speech impediment that bad. The fact that I would end up on my rather large posterior, we're not, yep, hi, Alec. Keeps mouth shut. Donna, hey, hi, Alec. My balance is not. Hey, too. I need the ongoing story of Nitsu and Garb. It was funny, Nick, no harm done, in a van, down by the river. Oh, I'm good. And with that, I have, at the just under the half-hour mark, caught up with the chat. Before you bomb me, that means I can switch over to the thing. So you can keep chatting. It's just whatever. Garb is currently nowhere to be seen, but Nitsu got to drag off a player, which is good. And the thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. Another ad gets loaded on a sleepless night.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. ho, ho, ho. Santastime, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
I'm sorry. As I was scrolling through everything in my very, very bizarre set of overlays, I was shocked, just shocked to see the name for the Gary Shakespeare Company's schedule, which is the Gary Shakes schedule. And there's just something about who that Willie Shakes, yo. And that is not what the Gary Shakespeare company is like at all, but it would be amusing if it were. Now, let's see. Time to eat. Food. Something food. Yes, eat. And we're going to go right here. Boink. Woke up, then got dressed and ran out the door to therapy. Well, at least you're making your rounds. Shakes the clown. Don't shake the clown. Joey's good people. I have a history with clowns. We'll leave it at that. Now we are at the art streamy side, and I'm going to bring it up to Boink. You can hear me just fine. I'm going to get on this, and we're going to do the opening image for the day. Want to get away. So I've already set it up. The time lapse is recording, and I'm feeling festive. Okay, let's see. Give me that. Give me a soft. No, I don't want that. I want a beefy. There we go. That's beefy. Nope. Don't want to do it that way. Decisions were made. Want to do it this way. Oh, yeah. Had I not gone to sleep at an almost reasonable hour, which was completely defeated because Dusty was far too cuddly and would not let me sleep last night, I would have watched the Bela Lugosi 1939 Dracula, because that's been like the music for it, the opening theme, has been in my head and it keeps showing up in weird places. So what I'm doing is just giving a nice kind of spooky background here. I will just darken in some cloud lines. Yeah. There we go. It needs a little love, but that's okay because we're going to be right back to a nice moderate gray. That's nowhere near dark enough. Because I'm thinking we need to get just a little bit spooky up in here. Up in here, yo. And it gets spooky in here. And since we've got this lovely kind of myriad of a night sky forming, we just kind of ease things around at this layers of this uncomfortable, sanguinish sky bleeding across the atmosphere, giving us that lovely feeling that something is very not right. Because it's not, dear viewers. Now, we need to play a little bit of background lighting games. So we're going to add ourselves another layer. I'm going to take some time with this because I have it myself. Oh, let's just have a little fun. we're going to get this rather not quite true sanguine moon, but well, there we are. Now, let me start. Actually, no, I don't want to use that tool. I'm going to go all the way. I want to see if I want to do it this way. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. Add another layer. Blend mode. Soft light. And I'm going to have to go quite a bit lighter than that. Go here. See if that doesn't give it. Oh, it does. Perfect. What we're doing is using the soft light tool to give you this very strange sky that is neither day nor night, but it's bathed somewhere in the eerie twilight hours. Just highlight some clouds that might not even be visible. Some of this action. I forgot. I know. And ask me about clowns some other time in the green room and how my brother is a jerk. Time lapse music, which will be rendered. And oh shoot, I have student orientation. I have to 10 at 12. Can head to the library before it starts 4. Rock on. Note made. And I will throw some tunes on. Let's see. What do we have rocking? And let's get something by Dan Hollenfield. I see Supermoon, so we're gonna grab that since I'm doing something lunar. And I need to pull this. Is this it needs to be right around 20. Very good. Very good. Now, the pressure sensitivity is something you have to learn to play with. And the only way to learn to play with it is to actually play with it. You just have to try. Now we've got to get this roundedness going. There we go. We'll stretch the light almost unnaturally. Yes. We've got wispy vapors of possibly clearing fog. Let's go, friends. We're grabbing that, and we're going to go to an old friend I haven't gotten to use in a while, thick oil paint. We're going to cut in a nice classic gray Pinnacle Peak. Oh, that's nice, friends. And let me check the comments real quick. Good plan, Alec. Good. Everybody's jamming. Life is good. We don't need that anymore. And I'm just going to layer this in. And I love how it starts to get that thickness. You can almost physically feel the chunkers thick pile of the paint on here. Now, I've been told there's a way to actually preload your brush in very Bob Rossian style. I haven't learned how to do it, but it is on my list of things I want to look into to see if it's a fact or a legend. And we're just going to keep cutting this in. But I'm still, because there are faint lines, I want to always make sure that erosion is taken into account. So one of the things about drawing mountains is making certain that they are moving. Mountains are not stationary. Even mountains as old as the Appalachians are continuously, through the ages, on a march, rising and falling, eroding and being pushed back up. It just, when you start looking into the geological time frame it rapidly becomes a Brian Rodman worthy terror, a true cosmic horror when you start talking about mountains older than bone. Now we've got this done. Now I want to play a little bit with the colors before I get fully ensconced into what's going on top of them, but that. And what we are doing right now is I like to use traditional approaches with my digital means. I like to play with it in such a manner that you end up with things that are a little more tangible. I mean, I like when my layers feel like you can play them away. And let's see. Severe thunderstorm warning. Yeesh. Stay safe. Oh wait. Let me scroll back up. I missed a few. Joe was a clown in former life, which means his makeup skills are second to none. Dang it! Anyhow, on that note, need to get ready to head for the last day of Lunch and Learn at the Park. Have fun with that, Joseph. Thank you for the fix. It's me. I'm some. I understand. Wait. It's me. I'm some. I don't understand. Oh, okay. Must have been reference to what I said. The horrible jokes that are running through my mind. Anyway. And there we are. See you folks next time. Bye, Joe. John, going to be fun with the chickens today. No rain predicted for Terrorboat. Ho. See you later tonight, Joey. Severe thunderstorm warning here. It's dark as night. I hope so. I'd enjoy it. So dark that most of the cats are asleep. Better than being terrified. No thunder. And Hooli used to be terrified of storms, but now she doesn't react much. Silver lining of her losing hearing, I guess. Actually, yes, very much so. Now, do we add an ominous? Yeah, let's go classic with this. Been a little bit since I've done Castle One. Get that almost Westminster Abbey. The ruins atop the hill. Ooh, sorry, I almost made a Master Hunter D reference. I don't think I will. If I move this here, I like that. See, that's the nice trick. You can move your layers around and go, I want that to squish behind. That makes it nice. Now, we need there should always be lights on, or there should be warnings that the castle is awakening. Just cutting in. Give it a little bit more form. There we go. That's nice. I like that. This nice kind of chill image. Let's see. Our cat Blue lost his hearing, had taught him the ASL sign for fish and would show him the sign when opening up tuna can. He knew what it meant. Brett and Hobo like to watch the rain, but they get jumpier with thunder and lightning at night, but otherwise do okay. So now I'm making the fish sign with current cats. That's sweet. I like that. We'll just... that. Now, on top of this one, I'm going to have a multiply layer. And I think we will go back to the spray because I want to keep a bit more softness than I have. And it's that 30. 40. Let's go 30. And I will use this to kind of instill and imply the darkness where it needs to be. Isn't that nice? Just do a bit of that. Yeah, I'm going to do this to darken the clouds a bit. Eat it. I want there to be a certain shapiness to everything. It will help make certain aspects of this all the more problematical, unease inducing. I'm just going to also use this to do a bit of vignette. No, I don't want that. Go back. Move over here so I'm not missing it. I want the darkness to be constant and just a bit insidious. And that's okay. We like a little bit of insidious darkness around these parts. I'm going to have to do a little bit of justice to it, but it's a little darker than I want it. We'll actually grab the eraser. We'll go soft on the eraser. Go very large. Not that very large. We'll just... that. Now we're going to go here. We'll just make sure that parts I want. There we go. Lit are lit. And now it needs something. It's too sedate, too subtle. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I don't need another layer, but normal. I don't have a fancy brush for it, so I have to do it manually, which means no 10. Now 50 is too big. 20. See if I can pull this off. I'll add the shaping later. One. This nodding. Not quite yet. We'll pull this down. Go to something like this. And thorns alternate like leaves, usually. I like the idea that the land itself is prime. Prevent people from making their life short. That's actual thunder curls. Now I can do things where sometimes I like the pressure sensitivity, but sometimes when I want really good basics, I use something like the Milli Pen, which doesn't have a pressure sensitivity. It's deliberately very I don't like to have to redo that. I accidentally think I did too much. There. Do you really want to go through with this? I mean, it has a think about your life, think about your choices, kind of that. And I'm absolutely here for it. It needed that so bad. No, I want my black back, thank you. And yes, I am certain there are thorn pens that would do this for me. And sometimes those are nice, but I think occasionally I like to do it myself. I want it to look yeah, I think I like how that one's going. I think that has a certain je ne sais quoi. And I'm, let's see. Let's see. I got behind. Rain. Fish. I trained Huli with visual sciences, vocals, pup. Smart Foxy. Helps Don and I too. We've learned that some ASL comes in handy. She also knows her commands in Chinese. I am shocked, Foxy. Actually shocked that Huli would know their commands in Chinese. Need to get going. Happy hump day to all. Happy hump day to you. Have a great one, Chris. Then texting became a thing, so I forgot a lot of the signing. Texting is a lovely medium. As long as you know the coffee sign and the bathroom sign. Yeah. Especially if you have a hearing disorder like I do, Foxy. When we're old, we can communicate. True dat, Woodsman dude. Very minor hearing loss, being around lots of heavy equipment as a kid. Nice looking, very elusive. The vines in front make it darker. If they weren't there, it would just be a building in the distance. Thank you. That's why I like to play with the concept of layers, and I think of it like it's an series of transparencies. But I like that. I like the way that feels. I'm not going to overwork it. I'm going to very nicely slide it down. And we will get the file. Dave has Thorny is the ruined. Thorny. I like that. Save that. And I will worry. Okay, let's just do this. Do that. I really need to do a big evening art update. Go here. Export the timeline. Not a bad warm up. I'm also strong. I think that's what they call it in the movies. Thank you. I'm also going to have to throw more of these up on my Instagram. Apparently people like the Instagram. So we have that, and then we're going to come here. Here. Oh, undo that. Hit the right button. And we are going to never mind the furthermore. I'm not going to read that comment till I am on the new one. Tap it down here so it shows up your way. Come back here. File export JPEG. I have to look at something real quick. Five. Cool. NTF 8, 5, 24. Woohoo. There we go. And next one. New. Okay. That's the comment of don't forget the time lapse. We'll go to time lapse. And we will close this. And I will save it. Alrighty, what are we in the mood for now? We had one. We're at first hour is done, so I think I'm going to run an ad. Give you guys a chance to see if you come up with any decent ideas. And let's see, who needs an ad? Before I do this, I was informed that I ran the old ad for Mags's Mr. Fiber Arts. So I'm going to. No worries. Well, too bad. So there we go. Art idea feeding cats. That's what I need. One cat at least must snub the food offering. Thunder. Calvin. Okay, so Mermaid Tea Party. Let me see where we're feeling artsy with. Oh, I know what I need to do. I don't want to do that here. Let's see what we have coming up here. Maybe. It still could be a Mermaid Tea Party. I'm just playing fast and loose. Don't mind me. Every once in a while I like to do that. Go work on how I want tail to work. Chest line there. Oh, the snub is real. Okay, the snub is real. This may be one where I think I'm doing it in blues, and then I go, no, I like it. I will just clean it up and then call that good with some quick line color sorcery, which I can do. Especially since I'm just using the mechanical pencil tool. It's been a while. Where I want. Whoa, that is not the line I wanted. Give me that back. Go over there. I like, especially on the show, to do things with the free or included pencils whenever, pens whenever possible, because it It just works better. Do something like this. Just to keep things, comfortably PG, folks. I completely bungled up that teapot. Oh, no, I didn't. I just have it working at an on. Here we go. This over here. Move that. There we go. Yeah, they're missing, Nick. They're not missing. I'm not sure if I'm missing. Look. See? It's spot on. It was spot on the whole time. Ha! Digital art sorcery is sorcery. I forgot to turn on the tunes. Let's switch music too while we're here. And I am just digging randomly through, let's go to Nature Walk. And pull that up and it should start playing. Good. And take out, since he's a was Foxy slipping in and sliding? No, not quite significant enough for that thing, but do that. And then we'll do. No, you gotta think about this. Look, it will go right here. Rocks over here. Scattered remains of the once proud ship. Now, scattered. Bones. That real quick. That's not bad. Yeah, she seems to be enjoying herself, as she should. Nothing like, a nice cup of tea after a hard day's work, and ensuring that man doesn't get too comfortable in its supposed map frequencies. Let's just try something real quick. Go like that. Yeah, it's not bad. I kind of like the pencil back. All right, see you later. You've got cats. You've got to attend to. And Foxy says, "Oh, LOL." I love that I had a long day look. Yeah, we'll do that. And see you later. We'll just. I may even leave this in this pencil tone because it's kind of fun. least another bit of rock to sort of imply it. Fill. It's not easy, leading seafarers to their death and doom. It's a laborious and necessary part of the nautical ecosystem, So that's not where I want that. What happens when you don't close up your lines, folks? Close up the lines here. Oh, I still forgot the end. There we go. Which, yes, reminds me I need to finish putting the circles over here for the sucker. And yes, I might come back and color this one or ink it fully, but I just want to get a nice, quick kind of sketch feel for it. Yeah, see? And that's really not too bad a setup for a quick picture. Actually, no, I don't like dark. I'll keep it light. I'll keep it light and kind of sketchy. No, there will be no saving you, dude. The thing they're saving you for is dessert. Waterline completely. Just imply more waves. There you go. One rather quick, but sketchy. I did the sketchiness today. Just felt like playing. Format. Just need to do a little bit of cleanup. Just like if I were sketching it on paper. It doesn't work. Yeah, just a bit. That works. I don't like that at all. I'll do that. But that works. Keep it simple. And we'll call that a picture. And yeah, I actually really kind of like how that has turned out. So, we're just going to do that. Close this up. Let's add some drippiness because, it's not this. Wait, how else is she going to get her tea other than like sinking British ships? I really think about the mermaid here. She's just trying to live her best life and have some tea. Alrighty, it seems like you guys are enjoying that, and my net has gotten incredibly destabilized. So we'll keep an eye on that. But I might just call this one a fun one. Oh, actually, it's a little. Some wispy cloudage. Oh. I like the idea that this is, again, right around sunset. A busy day of luring men to their deaths, feasting on their corpses and looting the remaining treasures aboard the ship for their own amusement. It seems only natural. There we go. And we will save that as mermaid party sketch. I may revisit this concept. It's a good concept. Export timeline. And then here, we'll come here, go right here, and we will never mind the furthermore. And I'll fix the typos because one of my hands is spazzing out right now. I'm not happy with that. Let's see. There we go. Because the weather's coming in. And well, the weather's here, but I can feel it. I like that spot. But let's make this one just a bit bigger. Let's just go. Won't be okay. And we will export some player JPEG. NTF 8724. No, I don't think we can do puppies playing tug of war right now. It's a good idea, but let's see. Is anyone else in the class? Oh, we have a quiet day, folks. Okay, that is okay. We're gonna go new. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do time lapse. Or time. Close this. Yes, it's been saved. Save it. Beautiful. And we're going to take a second and run an ad. And then we will be right back with more of whatever this.
Hello, I'm Dan Hollifield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Ooh, my package is almost here. My package is almost here. Dan Hallfield's amazing. What he has done for the community. Now we need to just, let's see. Comments are quiet. That's okay. You guys are quiet today. Very, very quiet day. Let's see. We have blue. Maybe the pencil again. I'm in the mood to draw something else. I'm just not sure what. Yes. Good things are out for delivery. Yes, I'm ecstatic to get them because then I will review them. But what am I? Okay, yes. I want to do something yummy. I do. Looking for an idea. That isn't making sense. So, when in doubt, you just say, let's go. I'm sure the meeting yesterday wore you out. The meeting yesterday wore me out. I'm tired. pretty easily. So, don't like that line. This, because I want to work on slightly different, more dynamic dosing, so you're seeing a little bit more construction on this piece. Now we're getting somewhere. Haven't quite decided where yet, because I don't know what our arm's going to do. Well, there we go. And we'll, it has to be exceptionally cool. Just basically being able to go like that. That better? Would be right there. And here, right hand, that, right hand goes. Straight down, slight line with it on the needle. That. Here, that, down, that, here. That's not bad. I like that. Pretty good. Clean that out a little bit for now. The pencil. Other arm tucks. This way. This way. This way. And a another relaxed grip. But she got it right. What did she have? They're too plain. You can't plane swords. One, because you should have plainer swords. And two, makes the image look dull. Yeah, it's not quite right. That's not bad. I still need to figure that one out. I don't like that. Oh, I got it. I got it. There we go. Here. No. sword. So here. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. It's not quite perfect. The positioning is a little off, but it's not bad. Let's, I was going for up here, but I don't like it. There we go. That's not bad. Necessary, so I can keep the ones that are. I've changed the angle of this just a bit, so we can get these lines. And we'll come here. I kind of like that. It's not perfect, but I like what it's implying. One of these. Well, not way out here. These. This looks pretty cool, I think. And wait, key lunchtime, waiting for my video to add just a bit out of it. Hey, that's fine. Awesome. Glad your video is up. And we're going to go black. Ourselves another layer. And we're going to grab Koepp. Do I want cereal or do I want? It's a little rough. I think I want syrup. I'm going to be working small. That's okay. If you can't work at the, hey, I want to keep these pixels where I want them level to tell a story. Oh, I know what those were. Those lines I erased that were indicators of the little antenna I wanted to put on her. But I didn't like the way they were looking, so I did not. Come in. Am I pushing my limits to how small I can go at this resolution and still have to be viable? Probably. Does that bother me in any way, shape, or form? Not in the least. Because if I'm not pressing myself, if I'm not challenging myself to see what it is I can actually do, I'll never know. And I may be just wasting my time. That's okay, too. It's my time to waste. I forgot to turn the music on. Little writing muse? Exactly. Little writing art muse. Felt like that. And blue skies now want to get a shower. Well, thank you for that imagery. Let me put some music back on. And I'm just going to go old school for a bit because I need my ducks. Where are my ducks? All right. We'll get some ducks to be fed. And the nice thing with Fae is occasionally you're drawing them. You can do different things with their body proportions because Fae are inherently just a little bit different. We have to zoom out just a bit to get, because this needs to be a continuous line. But I'll take this. Any day of the week, I will take this as a joyful thing. Sounds like the thunder's really rolling in, guys. So my net might drop off at any point. If it does, I apologize. And I'm glad you guys are all saying your goodbyes and what have you. We'll keep right on keeping on this one. Throw a little skirt. Detailing back here. I like that. So, strap it there. That. This arm can come out. Super. And that's there's a slight inclined curve as rests. I would rather badly draw a hand and fumble it. Which I just did. I'm not as bad as than AI anything. So, I'm not defeated yet. I like the idea that essentially needles are just dussets for little tiny fairies. Probably gonna have to reshape that a few times, but I want to get there. It is. That's one, or at least a lot closer. Not before, and we'll see. But we'll see. Yes, we'll see. Pure ocean collision. Yes, the fairy has fangs. I hope that makes you mildly uncomfortable. Give her some jewelry. Nice place. Really pushing myself here, but it makes for an interesting image when I zoom back out. They are. Let's see. There we go. Let's do this. Actually, no. It would be here. Yeah, that's what's wrong. Ooh, that's way too big. Just enough to have a rip. Rip like that. There we are. They're not getting better as I did. Yeah. I just don't tend to wear shoes, but that's okay. Go here. This. Whoops. This. Say you've taken your mechanical pencils apart enough that you know what the parts look like without saying you've taken your mechanical pencils apart enough that you know what the parts look like. But that's okay, guys, because art should be fun. Close this, up that down to there. Up this. This. It's a little strange drawing so deliberately small, but I'm okay with it. It tells a story. I'll need to zoom back out, see how we're doing. Let's for just a second with that. Oh heck yeah, the old man's got it. Got it in the bag. Not bad for an image I pulled completely out of nowhere. But that's what I'm just gonna leave that a little sketchy. And try to get a nice big even stroke. That's not big. My hand. Pop. Yay. Winding pain for the win. Anyway. That. See how that works. I like that. Usually I use very, very, very hard lines. Oh, hello, Miss Sarah. Thank you. I'm experimenting, going a lot lighter with my line work and trying to do something just a bit different. I appreciate you like it. I take your opinion in extremely high regard. How are you today? Hope you are doing better. There's a lot going on with a lot of people these days, so I'm kind of happy to be doing the silly things that I do and keeping everyone amused. This part, I don't like that line, so let's go here, let's go here, let's go way down here. I know what I'm going to do. It's all this. This was being problematic anyway. And I will come back to my line tool. My hands are going to be this shaky. I gladly cheat straight lines and use a reasonable tool for doing that. It's either that or hold a ruler up to the page, but that works. That gives this faint sense of, I don't know. Thank you. I'm glad to hear things, Prime. Oh, it's really cute, Nick. They use those sewing needles to stab you when you're not writing arting. No. They use the sewing needles to stab people who pester me while I'm writing an article. I want to give him that. So it's not. Section. And I'm not even zooming in. Oh, he's mad. Of course he's mad. Details. Don't like that line though. I like what first one there. That fix that link too. I want to keep the silhouette right. So, but I've done this right. It's big if. If. Done this right. Should be able. Well, let's try this. New layer. One mode, multiply. Let's just do it like this. Build. I was close. I was absolutely close on that one. Just do that. Do that. Let me come over here with my eraser, dude. And pull that down to something a touch more manageable. That. Now let me undo that. Pause. Nice. I like that. I think that makes it pop. Hi, Diggs. Hope you're having a good day. And let's see, what else does this image need? I like this. I like the white on gray. That works really well for my thumbnails anyway. Let's make this a 5. Perfect. It just needed a little bit darker to show the thickness of the edge. That one's off though. And yeah, still taking ideas. Hey, Dave from Houston, and Diggs. So we'll say hi, Diggs from. Oh, a lot. Love when we get people from Twitch. And hi, Houston Dave. Who's Texas Dave, but I'm gonna sign off on this one really, really quick. Because she's fun. Oh, no, that's not how I do it. Don't worry about the year later. Anyhow, and we'll save this as Guardian Muse. I like that. Okay. And then we will make this Friday's thumbnail. We'll go right here. No. Houston Dave, I don't use Adobe products. I am using Clip Studio Paint. But I can use other programs fairly readily. And I don't mind using other programs because sometimes it lets people see things. I just absolutely refuse to do anything with Adobe because of their insistence on alleged ownership. Red. Songs. It should be saying. Nevermind the Furthermore. Yep, I was able to get Clip Studio EX at a good deal a while back, thanks to some advice from Luke Stone, who sadly no longer broadcasts on Tuesday. And I'm just sitting here every week. I make the art thumbnails for the rest of the week. Undo that. There's a reason I'm undoing that. Don't worry. Export PNG. Did I do that already? Yes, I did. Cancel. Did I export the time lapse? No, I didn't. And at some point, when my net is reliable, I will do an upload to my site of the art time lapses that I'm behind on. We'll just do that. And now I'll hit the redo, and we will export this as a JPEG. And 8. I want to say 9. Oh, sorry. Well, we gotta go NTF 8, 9, 24. So this week's thumbnails are done, which is good because I went a little light on the last two. Please add. I broadcast Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on this channel at 10 a.m. I usually only go to 11, but on Wednesdays I go as long as it takes to do the art, and sometimes, if I have people or I'm really motivated. Oh shoot! I realized I missed the spot. Dang it! That's fine. I will save it just so I know. I'm not going to mess with it again. Actually, yes, okay. Well, JPEG. Do this. Save. Yes, because I have now fixed that little spot. And I will do. Hold on. Okay, fine. Do this. And exports and deliver. Do that. Okay. Cool. So everything is back to where it needs to be, I believe. That's fine. Save. And I have time to do another picture. I'll just do one that's a little bit more for the joy of drawing. So we'll throw it on a 600 dpi square. Close this. Go start the time lapse. And we'll see. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna sketch. I'm gonna sketch a bit. You guys chat. If you have. Today was supposed to be an Ask Me Anything, but I forgot to throw that out there. So we'll see. I'm just going to throw some. Just do some sketching and see how I'm feeling. I actually am really quite liking the mechanical pencil tool. Feels very natural. This isn't what I want to do though. I am goofing around a bit. Where is my right circle? Could I have hit undo a bunch? I could, but sometimes I want to erase. I want to feel the wind beneath my wings. What were you drawing? Oh, I was just literally seeing what picture came out of my mind. I've done a couple. If you want, or if you're talking about earlier, I did a painting. Let's go here. Just do random anime girl kind of situation. I don't know. I'm trying to decide on the pose. Oh, dragon wings? Oh, yeah, I can do. You want a girl with dragon wings, or you just want dragon wings? Hang on. Let's hide this layer. Add another layer. Dragon wings. Okay. So, before I draw dragon wings, I have to draw dragon. And we got some shapes. The dragon makes sense. The dragon has to have very powerful shoulders. It has very, very powerful chest. So it usually ends up a little barrel chested. Pull the neck up. Here. That works. That works. We'll just give it a very this is all placeholder stuff basically. Go. No, there we go. But we'll do this. This is kind of a slender dragon, but that's okay. We do skin. I usually draw very thick dragons, but that's okay. We'll do this. Digigrade legs. Not really worrying too much. We'll add some rocks so I don't really have to deal with the feet too much. Nick, you're being lazy. You bet your butt I am. The tail around. Again, we can worry about that all later. This is all rough sketch. Yay! From about the shoulder blade. So take the round figure. This is where the shoulder blade is. Attached to the shoulder blade would be a secondary. My mind won't let me do this until I have certain pieces of the dragon's anatomy done enough that I am not annoyed at myself. Sorry. Yes, the completionist. He can have like the furry mane thing. We'll just let that go. This is an aquatic, at least partially aquatic dragon, because he's very thin, got the exaggerated Elasmosaurus teeth. But anyway, so then you have the root muscle. Whoops, that's not the tool I was using. Let's go. Well, we'll slightly colorize it just to make it a little easier to see. So root muscle, then it extends up into the leading bone, which is really kind of the wrist bone. And then, hold on, I need to bring myself up for a second. Because you got to think it's kind of like a bat. So you've got the long. Can I do this? Yeah. It's going to go up here, and then you have this knot. A lot of times you'll have a spur, and then you have the fingers. And I can't flay them real well, but. So here's what I like to think of as like the wrist knot. A lot of times I'll have a horn right here. And from here, you have a few fingers. And if you're looking at bone-wise, they're actually, segmented like so. They're not single-boned. And then you have more material. And another segmented bone. Segmented bone. I love doing this educational stuff, guys. It really does actually make my day. I love here. And then go here. Segment the bone a little bit just so you can see. Now you can play with the proportions on this all you want. Now 1, 2, about 3 of this bulb down. Root and tie. Root and tie. Root and tie. Root and tie. So free from rough sketches. Well, basically, this is kind of the explanatory part of it. And then a lot of times I like to use a bit of Joy's going to love it, but I like to use a gradient to get a good effect. So if you can, darker to lighter, as that makes the wings seem a little translucent. The second wing, oftentimes, and we'll just ignore my gradient word for a second and go right around it. You just draw the outline of the back, usually in a very similar position, just kind of transported. I'll just do this like so, like so, like so. And then I should be able just to go, well, I didn't have that part closed. Where's the gap? It's up here. And I don't see, oh, I see the gap. Never mind. Go. And go back in. So that's the easiest way to do it, just to get that sensation. And I don't know if I misinterpreted your just wanting to see dragon wings, and I turned it into a lesson. I'm sorry, that wasn't meant to be problematic. But since we have this guy here and we have the ability to add layers, let's come over here. I don't know. I might use the G pen. I might just get a little thick with this. Grab my black. I usually would rock a Zero pen, but well, let me see. Let me see how Zero's doing. How's Zero feeling? Oh, I'm at 4, but I'm on a big thing, so yeah, Zero's going to be my boy for a while. Now, Zero is usually, last time I checked, it is a free pen. It gives good balance of line weight with pressure. It's a very good pressure activated pen. It's very subtle, but somehow fairly forgiving. So let's add these really nice details. Now I'm working again for the second time today, rather small, but that's okay. Important dragon trait when you're drawing them is I like the reptilian jawline to be, the mouth goes behind the eye, way over here. Actually, this is a art is soul. Art. Oh, hold on. Give me just a second, and what I will do is I will go to Amazon, and I will go view orders, and I'll go here. And if I go here, copy. Yep, paste. It is a. I'm putting the link to the exact tablet I bought because I had to replace my XP pen. This is an Artisol D22S 21.5 inch graphic display tablet with screen pen display, 8,192 levels, pen sensitivity with 60-degree tilt, 1920 by 1080 full HD graphic drawing monitor, 100% sRGB included adjustable stand. Woo! And is it going to say what I paid for it? No, I'll have to go back to my order because I got it on Prime Day. So I think I ended up paying $255 for it on Prime Day. I'm not sure what it's going for now, but I needed to replace my XP Pen Artist 15, and I realized that my art flow doesn't like to be broken for keeping track of a lot of buttons. I tend to go the on-screen route, so I picked one that doesn't have a lot of buttons, but it gives me more screen space to work on. And I find that really, really helps. I don't have a screen protector on it yet. I should, but it's also like this thing is just a dreamboat. I find it slightly dimmer than some of the looks on my old tablet, but my old tablet was doing this thing where it kept blacking out, and it had some dead pixels, and I bought it used for half the retail price from Luke Stone. There's a bit of a funny story to that, because he asked me if I wanted it, because he was just going to give it to me because he had upgraded his. And I was like, absolutely, I would love having an actual drawing tablet. And then his wife informed him that with his finances, they need to sell it. So I went, okay, I can cabbage the money and put it together. I got it and I used it for several years. It was a very good tablet, especially given how old it was before. And you'll notice I don't always, not to get off my own topic, but I don't always follow my own sketch lines. I don't really care to figure out how I want to do the claws today, because frankly, my arm is getting a bit sore with the weather. And my carpal tunnel starting to hurt, so this will be the last picture, regrettably. I'm probably going to have to do some OT exercises to get the pain to stop. But considering that a few years ago my hand stopped working entirely, I will take this as a boon. Go put that swell that lives right there. A lot of my dragon anatomy is based in dinosaurs, and I almost always say dinosaurs like Mr. DNA, Dino and Dino DNA, because I'm a child of, well, I was born in the 80s, so the 90s kind of hit me. Look at this real quick. Yep, point is a little off. That's okay. What we'll do is just do that, because I don't need the educational stuff from the earlier layer. I do need much more. Right through the. There we go. And I'm not afraid. Sometimes I will do a full ink go. I don't like it. Turn that layer blue, and then double back and just start over. Don't be afraid to delete your art. Don't be afraid to start over. Art is either trying to tell a story or convey a message or an emotion or something like that. Therefore, when you are doing art, don't be afraid to edit it, just like if you're writing a book. Now let's see, where are we? I'm a little zoomed in, but I like the length that it is giving me to work on these things. Hold on. Here, I need to zoom back out. Here we go. And this isn't the fanciest dragon I've ever done, but it is indeed a dragon and it does have light. What I do is imply the wing. I like to have essentially the fingernail sticking out the bottom. And since I'm right here, I'll do all the basic connecting. Come back here. Yeah, this poor guy is really kind of underdeveloped. He needs a lot more work, but I'm a little shaky. So like I said, this one is just educational and stubbornness. 70s, 80s kid. I can dig it. See, because my parents were older, it sort of, like, to me, oldies music is 50s and maybe early 60s. And, my parents were older, so I listened to a lot of older music. and I listen to newer music too, but because I've listened to so many genres, it's easy for me to be what I lovingly refer to as polygamorous. I like all tunes. Yeah. You can see the shake is starting to affect my hand just a bit. So I will be calling this very soon because I do need my hands to work throughout the day. That's okay. Let's see now. Yeah, I have to fix this tail. This tail is just problematic. There we go. That's a little better. We'll do that. We'll worry about that later. It is a very skinny dragon, and I like them a little thick. But now let's see what we actually have. Zoom out and see what we actually have. And we'll do this. There we are. Elvis and Big Band Records. I can dig it. Being a West Coast kid when I was born anyway, a lot of Beach Boys, Eagles, all the classic rock stuff. But we finally cracked it. Like, see, this dragon is entirely too thin for me. He's almost emaciated, but he has that. Like, I look at this dragon and I think this is a dragon that's like not an adult. I don't want to say prepubescent, but like this is a dragon at its knees and elbows phase. And you know what? Dragons at funky really needs the big ears though. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do the thin ears. Periods of their life where they're not quite as majestic. I think they deserve a little bit of rep. It's only fair. I'm just going to throw some fun details in here. Maybe add some splotch lining, light coloring. Yeah, look at that. Do it like that. That gives it, just it's a way to kind of cheat and give details without giving details. Can't tell I've been trying to study to draw horses a bit, can you, with that leg? But then we'll come right back in and do the same thing we did before, where we flip, add another layer, refer to other layers, and we'll just use this. Boom, boom. We want this to be multiply. Boom. Using multiply even when you're flooding from other layers, filling from other layers, keeps it a little cleaner. And when you have a small gap like that, you can fix it readily. Like that. And, let's just give it a shot. Let's just be silly. Let me come back to this layer. My pen. Roughly try to close this up. Yeah, I need a proper size. Get a proper size. There we go. Proper size benefits detailing. Yeah, what I'm going to do, you spend a lot of time tracing your own work when you're playing with inking, and it almost gets to be a matter of sculpting the picture. This, back here, back here, this. Close that up like that. I still don't like that tail, but that's okay. We're just going to take these outer lines and darken them. I like doing this one when I can because what it does is it makes the image pop just a little bit more. Makes it just a little easier to see. Doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of pen control problems. That happens. I am at the end of a 2-hour draw stream on a day when it's storming. It's going to be a little chunky. And honestly, I kind of like that I can stream and show people a person who has some skill but isn't like if you watch the draw streams of some of the like pro comic book guys, especially ones who've been at it for a while, you can almost feel lost because it's effortless for them, which is great. They've earned it. It should be effortless. They've got the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours behind the pen, and they've studied the anatomy, and it should look better. It would be wrong if it didn't, but sometimes it can look so good and so different from what you're doing. There we go. That it's hard to learn from. And there's just this, how am I supposed to get there thing? But if I put my stuff up, which I'm on the journey, man, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting better. Yeah, thickening. Yeah, it's him drawing a dragon hitting puberty. Yeah. He is literally at the knees and elbows stage of being a dragon. And I think that's kind of wonderful. You know? I take comfort in the idea that everybody is at some point in their life a little awkward about something. I think it's part of the human condition, which means it should manifest in our art. Now, that's going to make that pop. Come back to this multiply layer. I'm going to grab just a light and do this, 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 and that. Because I don't want to necessarily swallow up the line art. I want it to be viable. I want it to be highlighting what we're working on and discussing at this point. Now that I've done all this, I can add a new raster here. Let's use the same tool, make it another multiply layer. That way I can keep everything where I want. Pick a color. Although I think we've discussed that this is a aquatic dragon, so let's keep to the blues. And just get, and yeah, I can come in with the pen and fix anything that isn't getting swallowed. But right now, I just want to get a feel for the dragon itself. Oops, I could fix that spot a bit. That there. I need to come up here, grab this, and yes, I see the spots I've missed there. The holidays are present. Now we're starting to get to an image that's interesting. I mean, this is still just flatted in, but yep. That's why when you're not sure, I like to go to the color wheel down here. Hold on. I need to do this because you don't need to see me. You need to see the color wheel at the bottom. Yeah, you need to see this. Because if I make this into a triangle in my head, I can roughly determine colors that might look interesting with this. So I've got this kind of baby blue green thing going on, and I'm going to grab into my markers the Millipen because it doesn't change size. So once I set it, it's actually not pressure sensitive. So I can use this to go here, and the colors work pretty well because there's a regular triangle of colors, and I can use that as just something that will get along. Now I'm trying to keep this vaguely, again, aquatic and oceanic, so having a bit of bilateral coloration makes sense. And yeah, I'm just playing. So that means sometimes my colors aren't where I necessarily want them to be. There are going to be gaps. That's okay, guys. This isn't just art. This is digital art, which means there's always an undo button. There's always a fix it. There is no make awesome button. There's no magic look at its art button. If you have something like that, you're using AI, which means you're just stealing. You're stealing from the people who it ripped off to learn from, and you're stealing from yourself the experience of failure, of making a mistake because you learn from your mistakes. Hopefully you learn from your mistakes. Again, like this was not a heavily thought out picture. And I don't mind, especially in something like this when we're just playing with coloring. There we go. Now, you see, I was a little off on that, but that's okay. So that's the darker that I can play with, basically. But if I grab this, we should be able to get something in here and use that as a neat highlight. And it will. This is going to look very 80s nerfy. This is not like being set up to be intimidating. This is playing with colors, to play with color theory. After we've played with lines, to play with dragon anatomy. What I'm going to do is just tip all the fingernails that show up with that paint. It gives it maybe just a little bit on the eyebrow creases. Oh, that gives us no AI for human. Exactly. And start dark and work towards lights. Well, we can do that, and we can always play around. And then once and guys, again, I know this isn't spot on perfect. This is a play around. Another layer. We're going to go blend mode, multiply again. And we're going to go easy and use shades. So what we're going to do is we're here. We're going to get our box, grab a nice gray 30. Usually set it at about 20. I don't know if I have a guest or not. Someone's trying to get on. Let me do this. There we are. And I am set up right, I believe. And now in the water, I would use this lighter color, but because it's out of the water, you're dealing more with the shading. And we're, again, just playing. So this probably should be green, but I'm playing like there's a shadow thing going on, just to highlight. I realize I goofed up, so I need to come back here. And whoops. Bring this down to a more manageable color for just a second. And maybe if I could put the line where it needs to go. But there we are. And we're going right back here, right back to where we were. That's what you do when you find a mistake. You don't beat yourself up. You don't go, oh my gosh, I screwed something up. It's the end of the world. Nah. You fix it and you move on. And if you find it after it's been published and gotten out there, don't feel bad. You should see some of the stuff like DC puts in their comics that make it through professional editors. The trick is, whoops, I don't want that color. I want this color. Is you learn and improve. That's all that matters. Learn, improve, and enjoy what you're doing. You're winning. It doesn't need to be hyper difficult or problematic. Yep. And like I said, this is just a fast play piece. This. So I really didn't fully establish the lighting, which is on me. I realize that. On darkness, just a little more. Proper. Go. How do you know how to do it? Well, you do it, and then you go, does it look right? You test it on things. Not about being perfect. About being better, and it's about doing something. No matter what you do, a lot of times it just shockingly matters that you do it. Well, that works too. So I can come right into my eraser and go. I can just soft erase that and get a nice look. And I know, like I said, thank you. And practice. You just practice. I have a comment I have to check here. Oh, okay. You couldn't hear the ducks? I'm sorry about that. Let's see. That better? And yeah, this is just a light duty. I think this started because Houston Dave wanted Dragon Wings done, and we can do that. Get my marker back. Do is this. And yeah. Now, if I were doing this as a commission or a request or something formally, and not just screwing around, I'd be a little more precise, and I still may come back and clean this up. But a lot of the point is to just use basic tools that you can find in anything and get that kind of feel. We're going to have a little bit more fun with one more aspect. We're going to come here, we'll go soft light. So we have a soft light layer, and I want to use something that will show up. So I'm going to use, and let me see if I like this. Yeah, I like this. What I'm going to do now is some edge lighting, and it's going to show up more on different colors than it does on others, which is okay. But this lets you paint with just this water soft light, and it lets you add that touch of translucence I was talking about earlier. I just decided to go with a kind of faint pink. It's nice if you do it just right. On the inside, you'll have just like the light is playing around. But if you do it on the outside, or something similar, you can get rim lighting or even a magic-y effect. So we'll do something like that. We'll do that next time. Play with a magic-y effect. Let's see. I don't want to do magic even. I might just do it normal. Give it a. Wait, let me finish this before I get distracted. That. Definitely extend it into the mouth, and I know. Oh, spoiler thing. Wait, no, that's the spill shadow. Okay, there we go. Now, add a layer. Let's get a nice electric-y blue color. Fine. Oh no, I want. So, no, it's not hard light. Trying to remember because I've switched programs. Good luck. Good luck. Do outside of this. Now that was not a mistake. Because this is a more nautical seeming beastie, I want to keep that lightning-y, ocean-y sensation just a bit. And then I can play once I have it how I want it. With the layer type until I get the one I want. Like I said, that slight vibrational shakiness is definitely a necessity for this to be a quasi-light effect. There are, again, lots of brushes you can get to help you make this effect, but I just feel like our boy's he's having it rough because, he or she haven't really done much in the main cat or work category on this dragon. Is awkward and uncomfortable and probably angry about it. So you've got this lightning running across its edges. Here. Like the idea that's got almost more like lightning arms going. And I got too raggedy. This is why the undo button works. But okay, let's pull this down with the head so I want it. Yes. I want the head to be very, short. So, and with the finer one, I can add these little more power lines just kind of arcing around. And you start to get the idea that, yeah, just because it's a kid doesn't mean it's weak. This is a bit more of an anime style shortcut, but that happens. And I think it's necessary. Dragons should have, even the goofy ones, should have a level of threat. What I do, this is just crisscrossing lightning, arcing across its skin, where, it's not just backlight. And once I'm all done with it, what I'll do, I'll go to the layer type so I see the one that does what I want. And sometimes I forget. Am I using this as an excuse to allow my hands a little bit more wiggle room for their tremors? Absolutely. Absolutely. These eyes. Go. Grab that pink. There we go. Now we're starting to get a dragon with some outline and get some other things. So I missed private chat, and I'm sorry about it being quiet. I adjusted it already. Thank you. Actually, right now I'm rocking vivid light, but I could try linear light. That's not really doing it for me. True light. That's not doing it for me. Let's go. Add glow. There we are. Much better. Much better. That instantly added. It made it a lot more white. And yeah, I kind of like that. So what you do is you just play. And if you've learned anything from me, guys, it's that art should be fun. But I think what I'm going to do is get down to one of these actual layers. Sign off on this. and do the exporting real quick. There. Wow. Export JPEG. Teen lightning dragon. We'll just do it like that because it's not quite any given species. Do that. Okay. Should have done the save as here first because then it would have carried over. And any typos I make are okay because typos happen. And I can fix them later. So that. Now tell me I remember the timelines. Yes, I did. Awesome. So you can see what I'll have is a time-lapse video of this that will eventually go up on my YouTube channel that you're watching. And you'll be able to watch the image draw itself. I am way behind on uploads because I'm in the middle of a difficult upload on my other channel, but we will get to it. Team Lightning Dragon, and it's an MP3, so we'll just do that. Okay, cool. Let me pull my glasses down and check the comments real quick. Anime Aquatic Man. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. What we'll do is we'll stop the music. We'll run, let me see, whose ad haven't I run yet? Well, I have to run this ad, and then yeah, I'll run this ad, and we'll be back in about 40 seconds.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art Army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Oh. And let's see. Let's review some of the pictures that we've done today for the folks who weren't here the whole time. Kind of in reverse order. This is the Guardian Muse, a fun little into my mind kind of picture, and I like the idea of the tiny fairies. And we have the Mermaid Tea Party. Sketchy but fun. And we did Thorny as a Ruined Path. So we've had quite a few pictures for today. You also got to see, most of you, the StompCon logo, which will be happening September 7th in lovely Fowler, Indiana. Probably from 10 to 9, free admission to the public. Vendors, it's $50 a table because I'm trying to split up the cost of the convention and keep it free on the attendees. Ooh. So, that's what we've been up to today. I hope you've had an enjoyable day. You'll hear more about StompCon in about a week when we're a month out. I'm in the process of making all the setups. Pardon my hair. My hair ties are all gone, so I am extra poofy today, especially with the weather. Guys, keep drawing, keep creating, keep writing, keep making things. Because you can edit it, you can improve it, but you cannot edit a blank page. Thank you. And most of these will end up when I do the big DeviantArt upload. I'm just filling up my space on DA, so I have to be careful. You can edit it, you can prove it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. And I will see you all back here Friday for a standard episode of Nevermind the Furthermore at 10 a.m. Eastern. You know what? Toodles, folks. Stay safe.